Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another story time. My name is Miss Sasha, and I am just going to get right on into the book, y'all. Okay, so I've been reading JD and the Family Business, written by J. Dillard, illustrated by Akeem S. Roberts, who does the best hair in the family, y'all. All right, so you all see this awesome cover, okay? And I'm going to be reading chapter 9 today. So if you need to get caught up, this is your first time here, please make sure that you listen to the first 8 chapters. I'll give you a really small recap of chapter 8. And basically, JD and Vanessa, they were able to check out the video that they had filmed. But the video was, first of all, it was not that long. And they also been having issues with them trying to be front and center. So you have Vanessa, she wants to be in front of the camera. And of course, JD, he does as well. But I would definitely say JD, he's a little bit more easier to work with. He's trying to get his sister to understand that, hey, we're supposed to be doing this together. This is a family business, right? She came to him with the proposal of starting a YouTube channel. So now let's get on to chapter 9. All right. So chapter 9 is titled Iron Man. Sunday was the only break we got from Evan's summer school. Today was Saturday. I'm glad we're getting back to our French lessons, my mom said. She had already started teaching us the different sounds of the alphabet and the numbers 1 through 10. Mom knew French well, and even patois. I wasn't sure when I was ever going to have to speak French, but it was easy enough to memorize the sounds, and I liked learning from Mom. Mom asked us to pull out our French flashcards and quiz each other while she stepped out for a second. Vanessa wasted no time sliding a piece of paper to me, grinning like she just won first place in her own hairstyling competition. It was a new video script. I couldn't believe it. Vanessa had cut me out. I thought we had agreed that doing something together would get us more views. Instead, I was being forgotten again. This wasn't the first time Vanessa completely ignored me. When I was younger, if she was frustrated with me, she'd pretend I wasn't even in the room with her. When I'd talk, she'd say something like, "The wind sure is loud today." Cutting me out of this video made me feel the same way. "Vanessa, this isn't much of a family business," I said to her. "What happened to doing one together?" Vanessa took her script back and shrugged. "I do have a part for you in this video," she said. "You can be the equipment assistant." There was no way I was going to be the equipment assistant. I took her paper and started to mark it up. Jordan wasn't the only one with notes. Vanessa does it all, plus the JD, the kid barber, doing undercut with beads and nails, script by Vanessa and JD Jones. Not only had I written a script that gave us both time to shine in front of the camera, but I had even found a way to include Justin. Now this was a family business. I waited for Vanessa to clap and cheer. Maybe she'd even thank me for saving her junior business scholars application by never copying me again. But all she said was, "Wow, you think Jessica will let you cut her hair? Do you know how to do girl hair?" "Yes," I said. She used to ask me for designs during football season, and I cut Mom's hair. "Okay, JD, whatever you say," Vanessa shrugged again. But I caught the smallest smile before she turned to leave. I knew she liked this idea. With a new script ready, we just needed Jordan's directing skills and Nija's camera. When I got to Jordan's house, he was sitting in his room in the dark with Minecraft glowing on his screen. There were empty bags of chips everywhere, and it felt hot, like he hadn't opened his windows in a million years. I wished he would go back to NBA 2K or Madden. At least that was something I'd like to play too. "Hey, Jordan," I said. I asked to pause the game for a second because I had big news that he wouldn't want to miss. "We're making another video today at Jessica's house. Want to help?" I said. "Do you need me to rewrite another script?" he said, laughing. I told him about the new script I came up with. "That's fire, JD," he said. Jordan was hard to impress, so I felt proud. "Do you know what will make it even better?" I asked. Jordan shook his head. "You as director using Nija's fancy camera." Jordan stepped back and rubbed his chin like he was letting the idea sink in. Before saying a word, he walked into the hallway and opened a closet. Inside the closet were action figures, tripods, a ring light, and lots of Halloween costumes. Whoa! Where did you get all this? I asked. This looks like Iron Man's closet. Jordan kept moving things around like it was no big deal. The camera sat on the top shelf. It came with 2 clip-on microphones and a big, bright white light. This is it, Jordan said. It's Nigel's, but it's just been sitting in here for months. He didn't use it much after he graduated from college. It seemed wrong to let such a good camera sit in this closet when we could use it to film our videos. Do you think we could take it to Jessica's house? I asked. Probably not. But who's going to know? Jordan grabbed an empty gym bag from the closet and put the camera inside. He grabbed some other equipment from the closet too. I had no idea what it was, but Jordan did. I could tell that he was already thinking of more ideas for our video. When we got back to my house, Mom was at the computer finishing up the church bulletin she volunteered to work on. I asked her if she'd give us a ride to Jessica's, even Justin. She asked if we finish our chores. Yes, Mom. Only had one left. That's un in French. And it's done, I said. The French worked, and we piled into the car. Jessica was waiting for us on her back porch, and she already had her beads and nail polish set up. Today, her beads were red, green, and black. She was wearing a yellow tennis uniform. So you're really going to tennis camp? I asked Jessica. It looks that way, she told me. My dad says Venus and Serena Williams are going to retire soon, and somebody needs to take their spot. But I'd rather work on special effects. My videos look almost as good as Avengers Endgame. I just need more time to work on one thing. Jessica looked down at her feet. Her parents always had her enrolled in something new. She once told me that her dad got close to playing pro football. I guess he wanted Jessica to be a pro too. Forget about Avengers Endgame, Jessica, Jordan said as he walked up with the new equipment. This video will look better than the last Star Wars movie. Jessica squealed as she looked at everything Jordan had brought. She looked happier than after she scored a touchdown in Pee Wee football. Do you know how to use this stuff, Jessica? Jordan asked. Yes, a little bit. I took a video editing class last spring on the weekends when track finished. Vanessa started passing out copies of our script to everyone. Okay, let's get ready to work. I watched Jessica as she read about her role this time. I got nervous. What would she think of the undercut? Wow, JD, Jessica said. Are you going to cut my hair today? Only if you want me to, I said quickly. Jessica read the script again and then jumped in the air and kicked her legs. Yes, she screamed. I want a rose design in the back of my head. And can you color it yellow to match my outfit? Sure, I said, relieved. I whipped out my color pencils to show everyone. Jessica walked over to the camera equipment and explained the different settings to Jordan. I will put my iPhone on a stand so we can film from another angle too, she said. Vanessa and I clipped on our microphones. My sister looked at Jordan and said, lights, camera, action, and clapped a real black and white director's board that Jordan had set on the table next to a bowl of yellow hair beads. Vanessa looked at the camera and started our brand new video. Hi, I'm Vanessa Does It All, she sort of sang out in her choir voice. And I'm JD the Kid Barber, I added. Vanessa followed the script until she started describing what I was going to do. And my baby brother JD will cut a design into the back of Jessica's head. My other baby brother Justin will be our shop assistant for the day. I couldn't believe she called me her baby brother in front of my friends. How embarrassing. When asked, Justin handed Vanessa the yellow beads. I watched as she took Jessica's beads off slowly, one by one, and replaced them with the yellow beads. How could this make for an exciting video? After Vanessa finished, Jessica shook her head so fiercely that she looked like a yellow blur. Finally, it was my turn. Now, Justin, please hand me my clippers, I said. We followed the script, and Jessica asked for a rose design, yellow to match her dress. My heart started to beat a little faster when I turned on the clippers. like it did the first time I cut Mom's hair for her graduation. I undid a row of braids in the back of Jessica's head. Next, I added a number 2 guard to my clippers, and I went to work as several puffs of her hair fell to the ground. It was easy to buzz the hair off and smooth down Jessica's neck, but it took longer to make a rose. I spun her around to face Nija's camera and asked Justin to give me my yellow pencil. I felt so proud as I colored in the rose. "I'm done, everybody," I yelled out. "And on to nails," Vanessa yelled out next. It took them about 30 minutes to finish. Justin sat there mesmerized until finally Jessica got up and dangled her hands in front of the camera. "Cut!" Jordan yelled out. Jessica did a spin. I think she was happy with her hair and nails because she couldn't stop smiling. She walked over to the camera and took out the SD card. "Are you sure this is going to look right?" I asked Jessica. "It's really long." "Just wait," she said. "You'll see when I finish editing the footage with my mom." Jessica was explaining the things she wanted to do with the video when we heard a loud boom. The back porch door swung. It was Mr. Fleet, and he looked like he was in a rush. Mr. Fleet was a tall, clean-shaven man who kept a very neat fade all the time. He looked like the best wide receiver in the state of Mississippi that he once been. "Okay, kids, time to wrap it up," he said. "Me and Jessica are going to practice hitting some tennis balls so she's ahead of the other kids when she goes to camp." Jessica looked disappointed as she told her dad that we had just finished filming a great video and she wanted to start editing it right away. "Just once you're the #1 tennis player in the world, you'll be able to pay someone to make all the videos you want," he said, looking at her directly in the eyes. I tried to get Jessica to look at me so I could tell her with my eyes that I was sorry, but she didn't look my way. "Call your parents to come pick you up, kids," Mr. Fleet said. Vanessa said she'd go call our mom. She took Justin and followed Mr. Fleet and Jessica inside. While Jordan and I waited outside, I grabbed a football from the porch and tossed it up to him. "I wanted to get the video up quick," I said. "Think of the followers we're missing out on." Jordan caught the football. "Just go do something else. It's still early, JD. Maybe I can expand my map on Minecraft." It felt like whatever magic happened during our shoot had disappeared. How could Jordan move on so quickly? I took the ball and threw it at him fast. Jordan missed the catch and started to trip backward. I closed my eyes when I heard a crash. "Oh, man," I heard Jordan yell out. "What am I going to tell Nija?" I opened my eyes and saw Jordan kneeling on the ground with the camera. I rushed over to inspect it. The lens was shattered to pieces. I tried to turn it on, but it wouldn't work. On top of that, one of the tripod legs was bent. At that moment, Vanessa came back with Justin. "Ooh," Justin said as he pointed to the broken camera. "What happened out here?" Vanessa asked. "Now I will never get my videos to look how I want for junior business scholars." Jordan got up and scrunched his eyebrows. "Wait a minute," he said. "So, JD, you're doing this for some kind of homework assignment for your sister?" "No, not exactly," I said, staring at my shoes. "Vanessa promised we'd all be famous." Jordan shook his head and let out a breath. "Well, good luck with that," he said. "All I know is somebody's going to have to pay for Nija's camera." "Thanks a lot, JD. None of this would have happened if I'd have stayed back home playing Minecraft." A car horn beeped, and we knew my mom was here to pick us up. Justin helped Jordan shove the broken camera pieces into his gym bag. We piled into the back seat and didn't say a word on the way home. Wow. Uh-oh. Y'all already know. Please let me know in the comment section below. What do you all think is going to happen next? Oh my goodness. Do you all think it was a good idea for them to take the camera? Wow. All right, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed that chapter. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And make sure that you get caught up with these chapters if you did not already. And please keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. Peace.